Here with first-year head coach Jordan Dupuy after a 97-76 win against LSU-A. And coach, first half, first 15 or so minutes, definitely not what you wanted. A little bit of a struggle. You got out to a 10-point halftime lead. Looked good in the early part of the second half. Not so good at other points. Kind of a struggle, but one you end up with a win. So some teachable moments that come out of this.
There is. It was a roller coaster ride. And anybody knows me knows that I hate roller coasters. Kind of get nauseated on roller coasters, but a lot of good things. That third quarter we come out 18-0 run, get up by 31, and then sub, and then a huge letdown. So we've got to make sure that we're ready to play. It's not only our coach's job to do that, but it's our players' job. And right now it has nothing to do with the neck down. That's what I told them in the locker room. From the neck down we have it. What we don't have is from the neck up right now, the mentality that we need to have. When you're up 31, your mentality needs to be to go up 41 and not to let a team like that back in. Now, you've also got to give a lot of credit to LSU-A. Their feistiness, their physicality, even though they were undersized, they brought it the entire time. They just tired out a little bit at the end, but you got to give them a lot of credit. That is a feisty group. One group that wasn't scared to come in and mix it up with us, and we have to learn that we've got to be able to, one, be ready to play, and then two, be able to not only match a team's intensity like that, but exceed it.
They had some depth there. You're not a very deep team in terms of numbers. They were able to kind of throw some waves at you. Was fatigue an issue at any point?
I don't think so. I think the fact that we haven't done a good job in practice of replicating that kind of pressure, and that's what we talked about also in the locker room, is we don't want to come out to a game and it'd be the first time that we see something. The fact that we haven't pressured people like that in practice, gambled, run and jump, things of that nature, and the first time that we had to see it and execute it was here during the game. That's my fault, but also that ownership needs to be taken by our players as well. We've got to put pressure on each other in practice. That way we're used to that situation in the game.
That being said, some career highs, some good moments. Sammy Thomas, 19 points, a double-double from Cheyenne Brown, 20 and 10. Beatrice at the end kind of settled you down a little bit, got some key buckets, and got back going to the basket late.
She did. Sammy did a great job of trying to stay under control. Again, 6 of 7 from the floor. Cheyenne 8 of 9 from the floor. They took the shots that we wanted to take. Beatrice was 8 of 15, shot over 50% from the field, and most of her shots come from the perimeter. So it wasn't about shot selection, it was about taking care of the ball. We were 33 of 60 from the floor, and we had 32 turnovers. So if you don't turn the ball over 32 times, say you cut that in half and we score, half of those possessions like we did all through the game, you're talking about another 16 to 32 points that you could have possibly put up. So we've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball, but great job by those three of executing at some points and taking the shots that they're capable of making.
We look forward to Central Baptist. It's a quick turnaround. Things to focus on or to look forward to on Monday.
We've got to improve our offensive execution and our half-court defense. We've got to get back in defense. We've got to make sure we match up quicker. Just have to have a better sense of urgency all the way around. We've got to create that. You've got a short workout tomorrow, a short film session. We've got to do a good job of creating that in practice tomorrow, and then turn back around and putting it on the floor Monday night against a team that's going to be hungry just like LSU-A.